Hi, my name is Ron Layman. I'm from the Faux School in Frederick, Maryland, where I teach decorative painting workshops and complete commission projects for clients all around the world. If you're interested in classes or commissioning me, go to thefauxschool.com and you'll find all the information there on how to get a hold of our class schedule and information about contacting to commission for a project. Recently, I just finished a project in Memphis, Tennessee, where I took and applied Venetian plaster, or grasello, which is the proper term, which is a polished, filtered polished lime. Filtered meaning it's smooth and creamy like peanut butter, and we polished it to a high gloss and finished it with a Italian polishing wax for protection. So I'm going to take you with me right now to that project, and you can follow me along step by step. All right, but before we do that, if you don't mind, go down below, hit that subscribe button, so that way you're alerted when I make new videos. And if you don't mind, hit the like button while you're down there as well, so I know that you like what I'm up to. All right, let's get our tools, let's get our materials, and let's get started. Okay, now we're in the office. This is going to get a color, I believe it's called Nantucket Blue. So we have issues in here. One obviously is this. They removed it built in, so I'm waiting for them to fix that. So the first thing we're going to do is work on the other walls that aren't anywhere near that, because we have 1, 2, 3 walls to work on. In the section wall by the theater, or the screen I should say. So the first thing we're going to do is sand the walls. Now they sprayed these ceilings, they sprayed the primer in. This is drywall. There's nothing wrong with the surface. It's smooth, it's ready to go. Things you have to worry about: over sanding on drywall, meaning when they put the drywall in, they tape, block, skim, and come back and sand. The sanders now come in with these they're electric machines, orbitals, powered. So what happens is, let's put you over here. Can you see this seam? Helps that I have it in the right place. All right, drywall seam. So they sanded it, but they also sand out onto the paper. So what happens when they sand onto the paper, it lifts the paper face. When they prime it, the paper's stuck out, coming towards you. So we have to sand that down. Not a big deal. It sands right off. And up here, when they spray the ceiling, and they come in this way, sometimes they'll refer to it as lead spray, overspray. It comes down and gets stuck here. Now you can't see it, but let's see if you can hear this. Hear how rough that is? And bring you in. Listen, right here. See where my hand is? I'll come down a couple inches. It's hard to tell, but you can see this line. See that shadow? That's overspray. Okay, so we just have to sand it down. And what we're gonna do is take a pole sander, get down here, with 150 grit sandpaper and sand the whole thing. Now, pole sanding. Stick with me. Pole sander. So when we get on a wall, put it flat. Helps you looking at it, right? Like so. Don't put it like this, and don't sand this way, because this thing's gonna flip up if you're not careful and gouges. Same thing can happen this way. I always like to keep it like this, and let them up against the edge. So at the edge of the ceiling, you're gonna come like this. Then I'll turn it sideways, tighten my pole first of all, and then come this way. Come back, and then we'll sand the rest of the room. We'll do the same thing. We go to the corners and we go up and down the corner against the baseboard sideways, and then we sand the whole thing. And check your walls. See this nonsense right here? This is from the spray tip. It got clogged when he was spraying it, and when it got clogged, it spit, and that's spit from the spray gun. So we're going to scrape it off. So let's get this sanded. I'm not going to show you how to do it. You kind of get the idea. And then we're going to tape off all the ceilings and the baseboards with blue masking tape. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're down here getting ready to tape off the baseboard. Not a hard thing, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. I take my duster. Yes, this is a duster. This is what a traditional duster brush looks like. In recent years, it's been used for things like strié and linen techniques. Originally, it was a duster. And the reason is you put it in your back pocket, There's no handle on it to poke you. Back when I was a kid learning, my dad, we used to take old paintbrushes. We still do once in a while. We'll cut the handles off. So you have a stubby. And that way you also know it's a duster, because the newbie walking on might look at a brush and go, oh, it's a stubby paintbrush for tight areas. No, it's a duster. This way, there's no question about it. It's a duster. In recent years, it's been known as for linens and strié techniques, but it's a duster. Put in a pocket, doesn't poke you. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Very simple. Dust it off really well. Take my blue tape, put it on. Don't stretch your tape. Use small pieces, because if you stretch it, you're gonna get curvy lines. We don't want that. Simple, let's get to it. That's it, that's all there is to it. So in here, we're gonna tape off the baseboard, door frame, and around the ceiling. It's a lot of fun, you should come and help me. Okay, so the walls are completely sanded, the room has been swept and dusted, and I've taped everything off. See, put tape around the perimeter of the speaker first, and I came back and put paper. It's a 4-inch paper, so I had to put one this way, put one that way, so it's completely covered, piece of tape across top and bottom, so we're 100% protected. Don't want to mess up the speakers. Take a look at the floor. There's our tape here, and tape on the ceiling, and you can take a quick buzz. I'm not doing that wall. There's this one, obviously, again, all the way around. Speaker, speaker, speaker. I'm waiting for them to fix the drywall over here. Right there. And now it's time to mix up the primer and get started. So let's get to that. We're using grasello plaster, so we're gonna have to use the micro primer. Micro primer, interior, exterior tints with pigment, never paint. Paint will dilute the product and ruin it. I am gonna dilute the micro primer down about 15 to 20% with some water, just because it's thick. And I noticed in this house, with the temperature and humidity in this drywall, when I cut my corners in, it leaves brush marks. And I had to come back and sand it. So it's because it goes on thicker. So adding a little bit of tap water, stirring it up really good. I'm not gonna have to worry about the paint getting thick and clumpy, and it'll go out nice and even. So we have our strainer, always strain. Just because it's been sitting, it's a hot day, hot down here, period. We might get some chunks of material. I'm gonna put about a gallon in here. Let's just put a little more in there to be safe. I don't have my brush to wipe down my lid. Alright, Purdy Black Nylon Peacock. I just like that brush. I'm gonna wipe the lid. Excess off. Let's wipe the excess material down inside the bucket so it doesn't get hard on the side, and we don't waste it. Put our lid back on. Now, in this pail, let's see if I can get you to see this. Strainer, take your brush, push the excess material down into the strainer so it goes through. That way you don't have to waste time waiting. Pull your brush off. That way there's no junk in it. Come down below. Let's get the clean paint. We're not wasting. And yeah, there's a little bit of junk in there. It's hard for you to see it, but there's some. It just happens. I already used this bucket for the other room, meaning I had material stuck to the side of the pail, so therefore it got dry, clumpy, and I don't want it to get into this wall. So this is gonna get dried up. Put into a bucket of water, cleaned. I'll get some water, add to this, stir it up really well, and let's get started. A couple quick tips. One, 3/8 inch neck roller. It has lint in it. Take your tape, put it under your toe, stomp on it, can and run it up and down. Do it again. Just pull all the lint off the roller. Make sure you get the edges. That's where most of the lint hangs. Alright. Can you see it? It's not bad, that's a good roller. Another quick tip, a work pot. This is a simple gallon paint can. All I did was take my 5-in-1. If you don't know what that is, hold on. 5-in-1, sometimes called a 6-in-1. And typically there's a lip around here. You take this sharp edge around the edge and cut it. Basically keep pushing. Throw the lip away and you get a nice cut can. That way you don't have to worry about your material getting stuck under the lip. So let's put some primer in here and get it on the walls. All right, something else I like to do, and I typically do this with a Wizzy roller. I just don't happen to have one with me. And the store's too far away, so I just use my big roller. Cut in. All right. And it helps you eliminate brush marks. Feather it out, take your roller, and just roll edges and get rid of your brush marks. If I need a Wizzy roller, I can't get this guy up in there. But it'll work. Same thing on my corners, for my edges. And when you're brushing, always make sure you feather back into where you came from. So I started down there. Apply, finish off going back. I can kind of just hit it like so. But yeah, Wizzy roller, a fine nap. Let's get in here. And there goes my brush marks. I do that even when I paint a regular room. So simple. Always make sure there's no dust. I did dust earlier, but I always give a quick dusting again. Put these on the wall. I can't look at this. There's paint all over these terminations. All these have to be redone. I didn't do it. Cut it in. The IT guy is gonna be pissed about that, Mr. Painter. All right, let's carry on. Okay, so the room has been base coated with the micro primer. Now here's the thing about micro primer. It has tooth. It's aggressive in a meaning it's not super slick. So you have to sand it. Listen. Hear that? That has not been sanded. This wall has been. Let me turn this a little bit for you. So I've already sanded, obviously, this wall. Listen. I haven't sanded this yet. No difference. The reason is because Marmarino is a very aggressive or heavier plaster and you want some more tooth to it. And grasello, you want a little less. So all I do is take my sanding block, hit my corners, and I'll take the pole and sand it. And I actually will sand it up and down, sideways, so I know I get it nice and smooth. So let's sand and get plastering. Okay, so now we're gonna get started applying the grasello. It's hard to see. There's this little hip ceiling. See this line? See that? Comes, how do I do this? Well, let's make it easy. Let's show you this one. There you go. So I've already started the first coat over there. I'm gonna start the first coat over here. And for this, I'm gonna start on the vault, and then I'm gonna do the flat wall. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is grab my tools. I'm gonna apply with a medium-sized trowel. Keep my spatula. I do the first and second coat with a medium-sized trowel, and then I'll do my burnish coat with the small trowel. And when we get to that point, I'll explain why. But let's get to it. Interesting corner here. Ceiling comes down at an angle, comes to the wall. So what I'm gonna do is take my spatula, And I just take it and work it in here first, make sure I get that corner, and then I'll pull it up this way. And just kind of work it down. Excess off. And then I'll come in and feather it out. And up here, same thing. And then put some more here, and then do the field. Little, same thing, it's here. And I'm working my way down. And then just come out. Continue the field. Okay. Second coat on this side, so you can see what's happening here. Finished, dried completely. But I've already done the second coat over here, okay? So you can clearly see the difference. If I can get both of these there. Check it out. Now this, of course, it's still damp, but you can start to see the movement coming to life from the second coat going into the first coat and working together. So, let's get down here and get started. I'm going to show you how to work these corners before we get too far into it. All right, so for the second coat, I'm going to take my medium-sized trowel. I'm going to put it here like so. I'm going to cut my corner in and work out. Now, it's a tight corner. So what I'm going to do is take the back side of the trowel. It's a little easier to get in there with the tape. Put it down, work out. Okay, then we're going to get to the ceiling. Same thing. Oops. Come down. And there we go. Now. That's all we're going to do. All right, gather it up. Just a little bit here. I'm going to take my blade. Keep that kind of clean. All right, that's it. We're going to continue on the rest of the wall. All right, we're going to work out of this corner. So we're going to put some plaster in here and pull it out like so. Work it up in there. Float it out. Come up to the ceiling, down. That's all we have to do. Over here, since we're not ready to do this side yet, just take this spatula, catch it, so we're not making a mess and have a sloppy looking inside corner. If you're having a hard time getting in there, reverse it a little bit. Seems a little easier to get it this way. And then continue down the whole wall. Same thing. All right, there we go. Let's do it. Burnishing. I know we covered a little bit, but let's show a little bit more. A little bit more. Not as hard as everybody thinks it is. Get a clean edge. Get our material. Ooh, this is even better because we got this crazy corner. That's all there is to it. Let's come in. See, it's already starting to shine. Can you see that there? Let's do this. Some junk on there. Put it on, cut it in, for lack of a better term. Stain off of our wall. Let's just take your time, pull it a little tighter. Am I out of there? Let's move this over because you're gonna see it's already starting to shine. And there we have it. Okay, can you see that already starting? Maybe because there's not enough light. Okay, so the wax, we're gonna take our trowel, keep a spatula handy, and a rag. All right, let's put some wax on here. I'll come down the edge and just fill it in. Don't put it on too thick. You're gonna have problems. Purpose of the rag is pretty simple. See what I see, this area here. I just come through and pull the excess out of that crease. And then we just keep on going. Making sure you get 100% coverage. Just don't assume you're always looking. Like that spot, there you go. And you'll see it darkens it up. And then it'll probably dry in this room hard enough to polish out about an hour, it seems like. All right, Let's get this room done. Okay, so the wax is dry. We're ready to start polishing. Over here, this wall has already been polished. Can't really tell because the light's hitting it so hard, but you can see there's not much of a shine to it. So we're gonna take our buffer with the, this is the first pad of the process that we use. You'll find a description for it, the link to purchase it down below. We'll run this across the room, then we'll come back with the second step, so let's get to it. And actually, before I do that, what we do is simply move this here so you can see. Clean it, just give it a little, make sure there's no dust on it. You put it flat to the surface, don't press on it, just let it rest on there and just let it go. Okay, final pass of the polish using the second pad. Same technique, just put it on the wall, don't press on it, and we're gonna hit this at about 1,000 to 1,100 RPM so we don't burn the wax. That's very important. Too much speed, too much pressure, burn the wax, you get swirl marks. Let's get to it. Okay, theater room is complete. Let's check it out. All the walls have been polished. Whoops, keep up, keep up, keep up. There's still a little drying going on here. Take a couple days to get completely dry, but you get the idea. Look how shiny they are. Let's see. There you go, check that out. Isn't that cool? Okay, there you have it. Santorini blue, polished lime grasello Venetian plaster. Sorry, I want to thank you for watching, and if you didn't get a chance, please go down below and hit the subscribe button. That way you get alerted when I make new videos, and if you don't mind, hit the like button while you're down there as well. You're going to find links to all the tools and the materials in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and if you're interested in hiring me for commission projects or signing up for a workshop, please go to thefauxschool.com and you'll find everything you need there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.